Yeah, baby, we're back. Episode 159. We're here from the Good Heart Firm, our new location. I gotta be honest with you, still trying to figure it out a little bit, figure out the angles. If anybody's watching, you got feedback on what you're seeing, what you're hearing, please do let me know, because I'm
4 or 5 guys. That's all I
know I've been doing my best to work this whole thing out, and for many years I've held it together nicely. Can we agree?
You did a good job.
You're doing great tonight too.
Would you come in here 10 minutes
Under the
ago? This whole
pressure.
thing got set up in
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Soccer
Not
clap.
done.
Can we give you a
Great job,
soccer
bro.
clap in honor
What
of?
is it? Okay, real quick
Is that a
question.
golf clap?
Real quick question. I do have to introduce this esteemed panel all the way to my left, Mr. Roger Rocky Matthews, who
How you guys
has
doing?
really been he's been out and about. So to have him
I've
here
been,
in the house, we're very excited about that.
I was in
And
Mexico.
We got Mark Goodhart. who's
Worldwide
been-
Rock.
Where were you? Mexico?
I was in Mexico City.
Where else? Did you go to Arizona? Rocky Rattlesnakes? Was that a while ago?
That was a couple months ago. And then I've been hooping.
He's at a game tonight. This guy
Yeah, I came straight
was
from the
out
game.
balling, and then here he is doing the City Pitch podcast,
Yes, sir.
in person gamer.
Mhm.
Next to him, Mark Goodhart, our host here at the Goodhart Firm. We're still kind of arguing with him about how we're going to completely change the aesthetic of the office, but we'll get to that. We'll figure it out. And next to me here, Tommy Henneman. Tom, how we doing, buddy?
I'm feeling good.
Everything's good?
Can we talk about World Cup yet?
You know, everyone's dying to talk about the World Cup. I'm not there yet. Guys, we did.
Tell us when you are.
That implies that you will be there.
Well, we have to talk about it at some point tonight. We got a lot of great stuff to get to, and you will see
Colombia.
the last minute decision here was to call the episode Wet Paint. Okay. And that's because
Should it be
our
dry
boy-
paint?
listen, why the hell would it be dry paint? Because it dried?
Because he dried up.
Okay. Now, I think wet paint, I just thought it was good, sketchy. But the point is, Andrew Painter, the prodigal son of the Phillies farm system, was demoted back to the minor leagues today after going 1-8. He won his first start. We've got that. We've got the Adolis Garcia injury, right? He's out the season. We got Trea Turner, who can barely get a hit, although he did well today.
3 of them.
Another standing ovation, maybe. We got all these things percolating. So there's a lot to talk about.
Wait, dude's out for the season?
Yeah, Garcia. Rocky on baseball. You don't know this?
I thought he was on the IR for like 60 games.
Yeah. Rocky, the resident baseball expert.
Yeah, I thought it was 60-day DL,
Yeah, I didn't-
which is off in the season.
IL is the preferred
No.
nomenclature there.
I'm pretty
that's
sure they
right.
went from the 60-day to saying he's going to be out for the season. This is what I heard.
Sayonara.
I don't really know. We don't have our boys Meach. or
Man,
Fink
his bat
here.
was just
No
heating up.
Neasty representation.
No Northeast Philly here. That's a huge loss. We know that. They're out there somewhere. Will
They're
someone tell them?
celebrating the Ireland play soccer today and win a game.
Hey, the what is it? The leprechaun tattoos. Yeah,
All the
that's
fighting
good
Irish
stuff.
calf tattoos are in full effect.
Now, all right, we'll just do a little World Cup here to start, because we got the Fan Fest thing going on. I mean, listen, the World Cup is causing all sorts of havoc in the city from a logistics
Not all
perspective. I'm
good.
gonna be honest with that.
Not all good.
All right.
Not
And
all
I'm not a
West
huge,
Philly.
I've said it before. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm not a huge soccer guy. When everything got started last week, it was pretty exciting. I was actually down in DC. Was going to a Nationals game, and it got delayed. So I was outside of the National Stadium, and there was these beer gardens, and people were watching the U.S. game, and it was exciting, man. People were excited about that game. Obviously, they played well. I know for you, Mark, that's like a must-see thing. You're like gathering to you're going somewhere, whatever. So like you're all in on the World Cup thing,
All
right?
in.
And you're going to the World Cup or no?
Not as of now. I got my eyes on Monday's game, but these tickets are just
Right. This guy hits me up and he goes, "Hey, you think it's okay if me and my son sit front to back?" Right. And it's interesting because I never heard of anyone going to a game and thinking about sitting, a seat and then a seat in front. But, for the World Cup, or like if you're going to like the World Series or something, that seems like it would be.
They are also, here's, I have a few things to say on this. They're also aisle seats. So I was like, everyone's going to be standing anyway, probably. You can probably just stand with me. But this is why FIFA is beyond
It's the most corrupt organization. in
beyond
sports.
just screwed up. You go on their official ticket site, and I have spent hours this week trying to get tickets for this game Monday, playing the cost and trying to figure it out. I have not bought tickets yet. They just keep going up in price, and I think today I decided it's kind of like when you walk away from the blackjack table. I think I walked away from the blackjack table today. Those seats that I was talking about are showing as available on FIFA's official ticketing site. You click on them, not available. You go onto the resale marketplace and you find the cheapest tickets on the resale marketplace and you click on them to buy them. And they say they're available. Not available. It's like they're getting you in to think. So it's like, oh, I can justify spending $500 a ticket.
I better
Oh,
get
not
these before
available.
they're gone.
And then,
Right.
oh, but the ones that are $1,000 are available.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's the analytics and the AI.
and
all
let's
up
be
on you.
honest, we've all bought tickets. You click on the seat. Either they're available or they're not available.
They're probably holding them back until the last minute.
I got to tell
know
you,
what I mean?
almost every
FIFA
time I
is-
have gone in to buy tickets on one of these online things, it's like total BS. You know what I mean? Like the chances of getting one and the process you got to go through, total BS, total BS. But I was
Very
talking to somebody
frustrating.
today who's going to the game on July 4th, right?
Ooh.
And they're saying that's an elimination game.
It is.
And it could
Round of
be
32.
France versus Germany. People are saying that's like, I mean, listen, like I said, this isn't my thing, but France versus Germany elimination game, July 4th. You know what I mean?
How American can you get?
So
That's not very American.
that's why I want to go on Monday because Ben really wants to see Mbappe. It's his favorite player.
Wait, what's the game Monday?
France, Iraq. Mbappe, I mean, the stars are coming out. Harry Kane, goal today. Mbappe, 2 goals. Messi had a hat trick last night.
Holland
That was his
had
deal.
two.
It was
Yeah.
Men
Well,
in
Messi
Blazers.
let
Um,
Holland and Mbappe go during the day, and he said, hold my beer, and he dropped a hat trick on him last night,
dropped
just
3
to
goals?
remind everybody
Messi
Dang.
had
that
3.
he's the go-to-go.
See, I should be
Meanwhile,
paying attention.
Ronaldo's out there like bumbling around, stumbling
Yeah.
around, looking like the old washed.
Bellingham scored today. Like the stars are coming out. I mean, the U.S. stars played great in their first game.
The non-American. Everybody's like, man, we look like a team. I'm like, that's because we got a dude that was born here while his parents were on vacation, playing for us, scoring 2 goals for us. That's why we look so good, because he's not one of us.
Right now,
He's a great player.
the July
He's
4th game,
incredible.
though, Mark, that's as far as it goes in Philly, correct?
That is as far as it goes in Philly.
And
Yeah.
that's what, like, is that a quarterfinal?
No, it's a round of 32.
Okay, so that's like after the pool play.
Yes, first
That's
round
the
after
first-
pool
and
play.
then after that, it goes somewhere else, LA or something.
LA,
Seattle.
New York, Seattle,
All right.
Vancouver, Mexico.
Like Philly
Mexico
wasn't good
City.
enough to be that,
MetLife.
We got 5 games. New York, New Jersey, whatever got
Okay.
8 games.
All right,
There's
now
a
we
funny
got-
anecdote to the New York, New Jersey. They were you guys will appreciate this. You've all been to the Meadowlands.
Garbage.
You know how like the stadium seems like it's so close, and there's all these foreigners staying at the hotels around there.
Yeah.
They had to post signs all over the hotels, being like, "You cannot walk from here to the stadium. You will die. Like you can't walk on the highway."
They've seen rougher shit in some of those countries,
But
man.
isn't that just a classic situation, right? New York, New Jersey gets how many? They get more games than we do, right?
And the final.
obviously
They have the
get
final.
more of everything.
Yeah.
They're and like
The final should be at SoFi. It's the best stadium, but be that, and it's LA. Be that
It
as
should
it
be on the
may.
West Coast, truthfully. Soccer final should be somewhere out there.
Soccer
Great.
final should be not in America.
Have you guys been-
my
Or that.
thing.
Well,
Yeah.
the World Cup is
got a point.
in America this time,
I know.
so it
North
kind of has
America.
to be.
I get it, but
it would be weird if final. Anyway, but question: has anyone been to the Fan Fest yet? You haven't been there with your son? I'd be surprised.
I have not. I have. You have to register. It's free. I registered actually for this Friday, starting at 2 p.m., not knowing that the U.S. plays at 3.
Oh my god!
So I thought that would be a good time to
it's
go.
gonna be nuts.
And I was trying to get you to move our tea time up so we could all go, because I registered for like 6 people. But you
awesome.
didn't seem that into
I
it.
don't think you
Say
should be
it's
putting
2
my
o'clock?
tea times out in public. You know, what I mean, that's a weekday
True.
tea time.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
You
It's
wanna
a
mention
national
golf on the
holiday.
internet.
Friday.
It's
It's a
Saturday.
it's a national holiday.
you're
Friday.
right. Yo,
Everyone
it
is off.
Yo, listen, it is a legitimate holiday.
Yes.
For my workplace, we're golfing. I want everyone to know we're golfing
It's
on
the only
Friday.
reason I'm taking Friday
Well,
off.
Mark hits us up and goes, "You guys want to play on Thursday instead because of the U.S. Men's World Cup game?" I'm like, I don't think so, man. I got
Wait,
everyone
wait,
else
wait,
locked
wait.
in.
Doesn't the game start at like 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock.
Yeah. But we're
Are we
golfing
playing
at
golf
10.
at like 9:30?
10.
You told me a lie. You told me an earlier tea time.
I said 9:54. Check the
Oh.
freaking text message. 9:54.
Could have swore it
That's
was
10.
Could have
You
swore it
round
said
up.
9:34.
All right, so it's
whatever.
going to take like 2:15, 2:30 if we're hacking it up, which is likely, right? And then Mark,
you
you
get
don't-
washed
you-
up there.
listen,
Go
there's
right to the
there's
party.
no way he's getting down to the fan.
There's no way you're getting into FanFest by 3 o'clock. You're
You might as
barely
well
going to get
walk.
somewhere to watch the game. I'm very concerned about it. I may walk off after 9. The U.S. game on Friday is very important to me. I also registered for the
Oh.
Fan Fest on Sunday. I thought that might be a good Father's Day activity.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I also registered for one weekday next week, thinking maybe I would just like
I
cruise
gotta
up there
say,
with Ben.
U.S. Australia. That's kind of like that. You know the Aussies are all fired up about that. So
They
Oi,
won
oi,
their
oi,
first
oi.
match, so they are in a spot where they could shock the world.
Well,
in
whoever
advance.
wins that game automatically advances to the next round,
Wow.
and it'll be the first time the U.S. ever won the first two to
Really?
advance. Yeah.
damn.
Well, if
Yeah.
you-
See, and this is why we can't get that so excited about it. We're not very good at it.
Yeah, why is the U.S. just not good at men's soccer? Like the women are good,
Well,
but
because
it's just, we got the
Because
most
we
of
got
our best
Iverson.
athletes don't
are
grow up
playing-
I
playing.
always go to Iverson. Could you imagine
Yo,
Iverson if he
Iverson
would have had
at
a soccer
soccer?
ball on his foot
Hell yeah.
from the crib?
right.
Yes, that
That's
would
that's
be
what I meant.
nasty.
But that's the
But I feel
difference.
like there's a lot of youth soccer out there. Like everyone I know who has kids. For the, I guess your kid don't play soccer.
No,
your
mine
kids,
does.
your kid plays soccer.
Yeah.
Tom, I guess it's all. But I feel like a lot of kids play soccer. These
a lot of
days.
kids play soccer. That doesn't mean a lot of kids are good
Good
at
at it.
soccer.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's
Do
a very
you think-
approachable sport for kids to play. It's very prominent at a young age. It's something that people can start, get their children activated.
You know
in
what? You know
early.
what? There's not enough soccer in the hood. That's bottom line. What's going on? There's
Well,
not enough soccer going on in the hood. You know, the hood
Sure.
puts out the best athletes.
I'm
in
not actually. I'm
America.
not commenting. I got no standing. I'm just gonna be honest. I got no standing to comment on that.
Do
All
you
right.
think Joel Embiid, because he grew up a soccer player,
Right.
do you think he should actually go back to playing soccer?
Oh yeah, that makes
With
sense.
those
I'm
knees?
sure he could pivot and play a game that he has to run the entire time. It's never gonna happen.
That'd be entertaining.
Okay.
That'd be falling all
Speaking
over the
of
place.
two things. Speaking of Joel Embiid.
He'd be great at faking the injury.
Oh,
Speaking
yeah.
of Joel Embiid. Speaking of the New York, inferiority complex. There was an event that transpired over the weekend that I feel like we have to acknowledge.
The Puerto Rican Day Parade.
The Puerto Rican Day Parade was a wonderful affair. The New Yorkers are very excited about it. Thank you. Good night. No, the New York Knicks won the World Championship of
Who?
Did you say
basketball.
the
which
New
is-
York Dicks?
I did not say the New York
Yes, you
Knicks.
did.
I'm
Absolutely
pretty sure he did.
Maybe I did that on purpose. You know what I mean?
Subconsciously, you
No.
said New
You
York
got, your,
Dicks.
you got your buddy
New
here
York
from college
Knicks.
waiting to get in here and talk
New
to us.
York Knicks won the NBA Finals. Okay, I said it. Now there are reasons why that doesn't suck as bad as it sounds like it does. I guess if you're from Philadelphia,
Correct. That's a great way to preface it because on its face, like I want to hate it, but if you step back and remove the Knicks off the jersey and ignore most of their fans, not our boy we got waiting here.
Yeah, well, we'll
Well,
see.
let's
And
see
look-
what he has to say
Well,
before we decide.
I'm
that.
trying to give you the benefit of the doubt,
All right.
but they're dogs, man. Like
yeah,
that's
they
how
fought
can you
hard,
not like
man.
that team?
All right. Look,
Jalen
we'll
is
get into
the
all that.
frickin'
I just want
man.
to say this. I have been, the Knicks have owned us so much over the past.
Everybody has. Well, the Sixers
but
they're
the
a bunch
Knicks
of
in
we are
particular.
horrible.
Okay, we kind of exercised the Celtics demon a little bit there, which no one's gonna remember.
Then
but
we got
it's nice.
swept.
I'm just saying.
because Tatum
Knicks
didn't
swept a lot
play.
of teams,
The
though.
Knicks have beat us, and they beat us like in the most annoying but respectful way, meaning like they got a lot of rebounds, they outworked us, they weren't injured all the
But
time.
we're not on the same level as
They
them.
won
I
by
understand.
30 every game.
My point is, they have owned us. Their fans coming in,
That's
buying the tickets,
That's the
owning
worst.
us,
It's the
doing all
worst.
the
It
chants
is.
in the
It is.
concourse. It's been demoralizing. So and I've
it's
told
been,
you
that has
guys,
been very frustrating.
I've told you
They
guys
did the same thing to San Antonio.
I've told you guys that I have this group text with my buddies from college. Most of them are Knicks fans. And I've been, picking my spots, getting in and out of there. And it's been real tough. And they
It's been
think
really
a
quiet.
lot of them think Philly's soft and, we're not the same as we used to be. But I wanted to bring in, this is like my OG homie, my boy Rusty. We used to wreak havoc back in the day up in West Philly at Penn. He's an OG New Yorker himself. He's up in the mix there. I think they got the parade tomorrow. So we're going to bring in Rusty real quick here. Let's get him in.
Yeah, what's up, fellas? First,
New York, go.
No.
first time, long time. I've been
You
listening to
treat
you guys for
Rusty with respect in here. Now, Russ, how you doing? Dude? It's been too long. Everything good with you, buddy?
a while. Dude, everything's great. Everything's great. This run has consumed the last, certainly the last 2-3 weeks. But I appreciate what you guys said about the Knicks. I think one thing that you guys would sort of relate to, or what I've been saying since I went to school in Philly, is Philly always felt to me like more of a town, at least when it came to sports. I remember, Jess and I went to the 09 World Series, and I woke up in New York. I lived in the city at the time. You would have no idea the Yankees were playing that day. No one, people care, but not like that. I remember I went to Jesse's house. The minute we pulled, off the highway, we're around. Everybody's walking around in Phillies gear, flags on the thing, and I remember saying, like, that's awesome. Like, we don't have that. And one thing about this Knicks team is being that it's, every other sport splits their fandom, right? So it's 50-50, 55-45. Basketball being in New York, kind of in the DNA of
That's
New York. Like, there was
Absolutely,
something
yeah.
about this. Maybe it was the team, the run, that, like, for the last 2 weeks, anywhere you go, it's Knicks gear, it's go New York. It was, it felt more like a Philly run. I would tell you, when the Giants won the Super Bowl, I'm a Jets fan, so I don't hate the Eagles. I actually like the Eagles, but you didn't feel that sort of camaraderie or intensity. But this run took this. It's amazing. It still feels like a dream. I honestly didn't.
Not over, yeah.
Now
I
got,
like this team. I knew this team had something, but anyone who told you at the beginning of the playoffs that this was our year, I think would have been lying. Yeah, it was finals or bust, not championship or bust. I didn't think we thought we were quite there yet.
Well, you encountered that wuss Wemby, so that helped a lot. He really folded like a cheap lawn chair.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you have is the parade tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow it's at 9 a.m. I think tomorrow.
This is very similar to it's close with the Eagles. Yeah, both times I feel like they waited a while. A lot of cities they roll that thing right out. But the truth is, the bigger cities where people are really going to come out, there's a lot of logistics that got to go into this. Like, how are they doing this, Russ? They going down Broadway? How's it going to work?
Yeah, well, they have their thing down the Canyon of Heroes, so it starts somewhere on Broadway, ends at City Hall. So, and it's going to be big. I mean, again, being the Knicks, being the first one in a while, like, it's going to be wild. I mean, I have friends that didn't come up for a game that live out of town now that are all flying in for this parade or the party that ensues afterwards.
Yeah, we can really, and this is the one thing that I felt some common ground with you guys on. I mean, obviously having one of our rivals, like, I think as a rival, being able to hold it over your head that you haven't had a championship for a certain period of time is a nice chip to be able to play. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, for sure.
And a lot of people, when we were arguing with Dallas fans, they used to hold that over us, right? And now we're telling them, you guys haven't won since the 90s. We got 2 chips. What's up, right?
Yeah.
And that feels good.
I had that against with Louis and the Red Sox and Yankees. Had that forever, and then lost that, and you lost that leverage. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but winning, and for us it was a little different. I mean, you probably don't know this, but the Eagles did win a championship in 1960, but it wasn't called the Super Bowl. Right. Anyway, point is, for us, that was our first Super Bowl, right? So it was like the first time ever, right? Mm-hmm. And even if you consider 60 to be a championship, that was still 50 something years, right? So whether it's the first or it's 50 something years, that feeling of not having done that for so long created such euphoria that I could feel like you guys feeling that. I could see the way people were almost like, you're almost like relieved, that it happened,
it was,
and that's one of the cool things I think you can bond over a little
100%. There was something like a lot of people would say is it hit people so emotionally at different generations. And it was like, first of all, like, you just felt like, as a Knicks fan, between rewind 3 years, we've had like literally the worst 20 years, the most unwatchable basketball, bad decision after bad decision. Then put that on top of the what we, as the 90s, that was the coming to of our adolescence watching the Knicks, and we had our hearts ripped out by Jordan, and then he leaves, and then we lose, to Elijah Wan, then Reggie Miller, Ewing missed finger rolled, and we were going to go to the finals and win this year, and it was just like, if we didn't win it then, it was like, forget 99. That was like a shortened season. That never felt like the real
that was the Larry Johnson 4-point play, right?
Yeah, that was, which
that was like the last great
exciting moments at the Garden.
The Knicks had, sure. Yeah.
When was the Starks dunk though?
So that was 93. I was in their run in 93.
These guys, I mean, like when we were in college, that's like
yeah, we said I still have the poster somewhere in my house, and when the OG tip, it was like right away, it's like, that's gonna be the new dunk. Like every
Not
young
cool. I mean,
kid
it's a
is gonna
good.
have a poster
It's great
of
that he
OG
scored,
and
but
a chip.
the tip and the dunk, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's a bigger play. Don't get me wrong, but anyway.
No, of course. I mean, so that was in a series we lost in the conference semis, the conference finals. So,
I
but
think
yeah, it
one
was
of
just
the tough
like
things
it really
for
felt
us-
like we were never. I honestly, it was like I'm a Jets fan too, so I really think I'm never going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's
you
a
know,
whole other level of
Yeah, that's pain.
Yeah,
pain.
that's
I like you even that much more now, and I wouldn't wish
Thank
that on anybody.
So it's interesting. You brought up that, and we talk a lot on this show about the mindset of the Philly fan, and this is interesting with the New York fans. You brought up how, well, every other sport shares a fan base. So you don't even like the Brooklyn Nets don't even like that. They don't even like come into
Dude,
it.
they
Huh?
don't. They really don't even register. It's still like a fake team. I mean, they're still a New Jersey
They had
Jersey
Harden,
Nets. Yeah,
KD, and Kyrie, and nobody cared.
And
That's
no one
crazy.
cared.
They're
Right.
Jersey Nets.
It's
They're
crazy.
They're not.
You couldn't,
They're not
you
really.
couldn't have done
Brooklyn.
anything more. You know, they come, right? Jay-Z's an owner, then you trade for Paul Pierce, Garnett, and someone, and then you go to Kyrie. No, there was a moment where there were some fake fans, but very quickly that wasn't a real
None of it
thing.
mattered.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
right.
And your fandom is actually pretty unique, right? Because Jets Nets is usually
Yeah.
the thing. The Jets Knicks is a more rare crossover.
hybrid.
Yeah, I'm
And
even.
are you
even,
Mets or Yankees?
I'm a really rare. Yeah, I'm a very rare Yankees, Jets, Knicks. I mean, we're really Yankees, Jets. Usually it's the Yankees, Giants,
And it's usually
kinda
Mets Jets. Yeah.
the blue bloods who win, and then the Jets, Mets who just like are destined for misery. So, I've always said the Yankees have thankfully given me some joy. I had they're typically good, and they've had the run in the late '90s, and again in '09. But again, baseball. It's just not. NFL is obviously the monster, and basketball is still certainly New York is huge. So baseball just doesn't resonate. It's not quite as popular as the others. So
wait, Russ, clear this up for me. Teddy, wasn't he a Nets guy? Is he Jersey?
Yeah,
Did
so
he cross over?
Ted is definitely an OG Nets guy. Growing up, I remember he used to brag about Jason Kidd and Kenny Anderson and those guys. Yeah. But a lot of our guys that were out of towners that have now lived in the city for 25 years, whose kids are in the city, so their kids are growing up Knicks fans. They slowly have it. Also, Ted lived next, became very close with D Rose, so he started getting the affinity. He started falling in love with the Knicks a little.
I can't talk too much smack on that either because Fast Eddie, right, grew up in Manhattan, came to Philly to go to Penn,
right.
And so he became a Philly fan. So
right.
I can't really.
Yeah, I've got some friends who I'm pulling out photos of them in old Nets gear, and they're going to multiple playoff games, rooting for the Knicks,
right.
and I'm just like, yeah, okay.
That's the problem I have with this whole Knicks run. Like respect to the Knicks and all that.
There's so much. Like the 16-year-old me would be like angry at some of these fans. The 46-year-old me is like, I'm okay with this. Like
you've matured.
You could have been a fan last week as long as you're rooting. I'm okay. 16-year-old me would have been like, no way, like you're a fraud, like not a chance. Yeah. But
how much like bandwagoning did you sit? Because like I mean, I know a couple people that like don't watch sports at all. People that I work with, my wife actually, she lived in New York for like 20 years.
Out?
Yeah, I'm calling her out. She lived in New York for like 20 years, like doesn't watch sports at all. But like
she was posting some Knicks stuff.
Yeah, and she's like I feel like there's a ton of like Johnny come lately bandwagon, like the Knicks are running and
half the city, half those crowds. I mean, it was just it became like it was like back in the day when Office or Seinfeld, someone was on at 9:00 on Thursday, everyone would watch it. You talk about it the next day. You had to watch it. You didn't want to be left out. Like that's what it was. Like people who were not fans or their friends all of a sudden started watching. And look, like you said earlier, I think the team was likable. The way they were winning, certainly in the finals, the way they were winning these games, right? The down every game, come back, and it was, So yeah, no, I would say they're not. The fan base isn't that rabid. It just kind of snowballed. The stuff outside the Garden and all that.
Yeah. You guys definitely New York mastered the watch party. I will
Yeah.
say, like the outdoor watch party. I don't know
Don't
if
give
you saw.
them that
There
credit.
was
We did the same shit.
no, we didn't
He
actually.
can have everything else, but we
No.
don't need to give him everything.
No,
Give him
I'm-
the watch party. You forget what we did?
No. Maybe like an indoor watch party with ourselves, but I'm saying they mastered the public watch party. There was one I saw. I think it was in Brooklyn. Maybe it was in Queens. They were like projecting it on a building.
Yeah. It
And-
was like it was
And
Brooklyn
I
or
will
West
say you have
Village,
given
yeah.
Philly something to strive for, because the next time we're in that position, which will be very soon, we are gonna throw the
Very
best
soon.
outdoor watch party ever. We have not done it like that, and we will be projecting that on like City Hall.
Okay, related question.
Right.
You know,
no, 100%.
the Hurricanes won the Stanley Cup, right? And they were doing that thing where they were away, but they had all their fans at their home stadium doing. What do you think about the home watch party while the team is away? Because part of me is like, that's cool, but I kind of like projecting on a building. Obviously, that's 20,000 people, though. Would you be down for that? Would you go to one of those?
I'm surprised we never done that here.
You guys have never done that?
yeah, like
That's
that.
not a new thing. You haven't done
Nah.
that? I feel like a lot
Yeah,
of
no, people have done it. I'm just saying
Yeah, I
it
feel like
doesn't.
that's
It
kind
feels
of
a little
a-
cheesy.
I don't know that I would go, because I like the ad hoc, authentic, like BYOB aspect of the other thing. But I'm all for that if people want to go.
We also live real close to Broad Street. So part of the deal for us is we want to be ready to pounce the minute, that last out, the minute that clock runs out, like boom, we're
Yeah.
out our houses,
Yeah,
out down to Broad
no, that's
Street.
Broad Street too.
with a million
You
people.
start there.
Start down there.
Come
Yeah.
down. Either way. Anyway,
Didn't
What
we
was
start
quick?
down there for the NFC Championship game?
Yeah.
We walked,
Yeah, we did.
Walked all the way
walked
up.
all the way up.
Also, our only success has come recently in like January and February. It's colder out. Maybe that's part of it. I don't think we're going to be having any June watch parties anytime soon for the Sixers.
it's not
Did
looking
you-
good. Let's leave the Sixers out of this now.
They don't count.
One of the things that I think made it so hard to root against this Knicks team is obviously the way they played the game, right?
Mhm.
And here's the question I got to ask, because there's been times in Philly where we've had that one guy. I mean, honestly, to me, I feel like it's Iverson, right?
I was about
And
to
then-
say, like Iverson and Brunson. I mean, that's if you heard, remember Becky Hammond's like, oh, he's too short, they'll never win. Look at Iverson's the perfect example. Like, he's too short. I mean, look, Iverson was a better, more talented player for sure, but that was a similarity. I mean, look, Brunson had a fantastic catch.
Wait a minute.
No. Talent, yes, but what Brunson just did, like
Okay.
historically, there is no comp.
Okay, I
That-
didn't want to
that-
go. I didn't want to get on a Philly podcast.
No, that's
Philly
not. That's
show
not.
and
That's no.
Wait, the
There is
best
no
part is
comp.
these guys, he's much more talented than ever, and like half these guys are like, oh.
If Michael
Always
Jordan,
Recency
if
bias.
Jordan puts up 45 in a closeout game on the road, like we were all just
You're right.
dangling from it. Like
You're right.
The guy is 6'2". He's a dog. Nobody else can score in the fourth quarter. You know what's gonna come. You know what's happening, and he still does it every
So,
freaking game.
yeah, for 2 years, like I'm happy, like the world finally saw us. For 2 years,
It was
this guy
incredible to watch.
every
It really
game,
was.
there was playoff. Brunson was different. Like he was just he has what Michael had and Kobe. Again, I'm not calling.
Yes,
Yeah, that was-
yes.
He has.
He's also
something that
the
you don't
nicest,
see.
most thoughtful, most
He's
humble,
a sweetheart,
most
man.
just
Jersey
gracious,
Shore loving.
You guys got to give DiVincenzo a ring,
Hardworking.
though.
Oh, I know.
DiVincenzo's got to get a ring here.
I know
It's not fair
that's the
that
most.
he's not a part of this
Everybody
now.
wanted him back. That was so devastating to lose him, and obviously, like then he got hurt. I didn't think we'd win this year. I'm like, he's come. We're gonna get him back. He'll be the missing piece to this thing. So I feel terrible for him. He should have been a part of this. I feel like he was. That was a game 2 against you guys. That was a
Yeah.
massive
It's
shot.
funny though, Russ. The series a couple years ago, Sixers Knicks, you guys won in 6.
Yep.
I think you remember a couple of those performances by Maxey, right? I think he scored 40
I was
points.
terrified. I was terrified of him coming into this series.
Right.
I don't know what happened to him.
So, I think this is, as a Sixers fan looking at this, we've got Maxey, right? Embiid, I know you hate Embiid. I don't blame you. We struggle with it. When he's good, he's great. When he's never healthy, whatever. But Maxey, Edgecombe, that's really our future, right?
Yeah.
And you look at Maxey, and I love Maxey. And by the way, I love the fact that the dude is always smiling, right? I love the fact that he's a great guy. He loves everybody. But I'm comparing him to Brunson. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I kind of need some Brunson here. You know what I mean?
I thought he had the dog in him. And I was really worried. I wasn't sure who I wanted to play Sixers or Celtics. Part of me was like, I was a little more scared of the Sixers, just the way, because Maxey scares the shit out of me. I know Edgecombe. I mean, that guy's ceiling is so high. Embiid obviously could do it. So I really didn't want to. I think at the end I wanted home court advantage. But I was shocked on how little Maxey was shooting in that. Like the first game, I don't think I think what did he take, like 2 shots in the first half? It was crazy. It was like
he's got to master the foul baiting like Brunson. You know what I mean? He's got to get the.
I pounced on foul baiting. I felt as though this was, because I've talked about it with my kids, like watching the games. This was the least amount of foul baiting I've seen, and it's not just Brunson. JoJo does it. You know, all the SGA, they all make a living off of it. It just, it's a beef that most of us share. I think anybody that's a fan of the game and loves the game, I just don't like how it messes up with the flow. It's a lot of time, like Stefan Castle hurt his ankle in one quarter trying to kick out his foot to get somebody to step on him. It's frustrating. So it's easy to hop on Brunson, but he's not alone in that. And
I didn't think he was that bad the finals though. Did you guys?
That's what that's my point. All that being said, like it was way less.
I think he was bad in the finals.
Way less than it was. And the ones he did draw,
no, I think they were just pump fakes.
They were great.
Yeah.
You got Castle on you. He's hitting with a pump fake at the 3-point line. This is what was.
Yeah, but
I would have thrown my TV out the window because the Spurs were so dumb. So many times.
Fox, man.
So many freaking times they were so dumb.
Wait, hold on. How much are you watching De'Aaron Fox play? And you're like, thank you for this guy.
I was about to say we need to give him a ring. He needs a ring also.
Seriously,
that was some of the worst basketball. I think
that's some low IQ.
Listen,
there.
I don't know. It's funny because I think we're in the age of these NBA coaches who, if you really watch basketball, you know like where they came from.
Yeah.
Like the guy on the Spurs, honestly, I don't
clue.
I don't know where he came from, and he has this like he almost looks like too manicured.
He's got that Spurs pedigree. Yeah. I imagine he's
but I'm just
homegrown.
saying, like this guy, you got to do something.
Yeah, you got to be like, look, run it out. Like that, they should have talked about that whenever they had a break and like, look, if you get the rebound, just run it out.
Basketball 101. You don't even need to like. It's still a 1-possession game. Like you're not benefiting. It's not like you're making it a 2-possession game. Time is the only thing you're worried about.
When
in that
you
scenario.
see Wemby step to the line there, right? Are you just like, because I'm watching this game, I'm like, this dude is not making these shots, man.
Shook.
I've never seen anything like
I mean,
it.
I thought those which one? Those 2 foul shots in that game?
It was like a minute 40 left.
Which one? He's a pretty for a big man, he's a great foul shooter. But
I know, but you could see it. You could see he wasn't making
feel
the
the
shots.
whole weight of 53 years in that fucking building.
Yeah,
the place was going berserk.
All right, chill.
And
just don't give
I'm
him.
jealous, man.
Just chill with the
22-year-old kid, man. He'll get there.
Someone give him too much credit. You know? Someone fluff Russ's balls.
Russ, question: did you cry?
That's a yes.
It's quite
That's
there.
a yes.
I the Wednesday game 4. I mean, that was just. I mean, like you kind of felt it. I mean, you felt it happening. You knew it could, but I kept saying it's just 29 is too much. Like. And they almost ran out of time. And if Spurs took 2 possessions and slowed it down, we would have run out of time. It was just too much. And they gave us
we were texting tonight. We were so salty. As it was happening, I was like, I am so angry that I'm so angry over this. Yeah. Like we're texting like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Like I couldn't fall asleep. I'm like, that was the dumbest shit. Like it was so whack. I was just so angry that like they blew it. But then
I was very proud that I admitted
at
that
some
I was
point.
a hater.
Yeah, at some point, everyone loves to like the Knicks haters and TNT and all that stuff. They love to say every game was the Spurs' fault. That one was the Spurs. That one they had every opportunity to win that one. If they do it 4 times in a row, at some point they just can't close, and the Knicks are doing something special to just they know they're going to come back. They play poise, they close it out. So. But that one, I mean, they shoot 8 straight 3-pointers in the third quarter?
Like shit like that. If you were going to 13-0 run to take it from 29 to 16, that changed the game.
That's coaching malpractice.
Eight straight threes. Like it's just dumb basketball.
Pop would not have let that happen.
Pop
no way.
If Pop happens, no way. Pop.
The numbers are so interesting. Like that, the Spurs led for 2/3 of the series.
70%.
I mean, that will never happen again. That a team leads for 70% of a series and gets beat 4-1.
It's funny. I don't want to compare it to when the Eagles won our first Super Bowl because the Spurs, I don't think were ready for prime time, right?
No, they'll have their moment.
We defeated, Goliath there. But interestingly, like no one, if I told you that the Patriots were going to have 500 yards of offense,
Yeah, Brady threw for 500.
like you would never believe we're going to win that game. So sometimes, you know what? It's just in the stars, man. And
yeah, so that's what
fantastic.
it felt
And
like. I mean, it really
Russ,
was.
what do
It
you-
was just,
what's
by
your
the last
approach?
game, I mean, we were down again at the beginning, and it was like you were just like, all right, we're still gonna win. Like we're gonna win. Like
By
never
then,
in game,
by then
in
you're
game
like, we're
5, it
winning.
was
This is how we
at
do
one
it.
moment did I not think we were gonna win that game.
What's your approach to the parade? Because I remember when the Eagles first won, I was like, oh my God, I got to do this. Where am I going to be? And then we had it the second time. I was a little less stressed out. But like, what's your approach?
So I have my daughter's graduation in the morning, so I'm gonna go into the city. I live in the burbs. I'm gonna head in after we have that and a lunch. So I'm gonna meet everyone. So I'm gonna miss the actual parade, which I don't even know. I don't even think unless you go at 6 a.m. There are people I just saw on TV
Right now
that have been camping out since 12 o'clock today for like those bleachers by, I guess, wherever they're gonna end. So
Yeah.
I think you'd have to go real early to get close. So just gonna go in as soon as I can, kind of hit the tail, at the after party and celebrate.
Yeah.
in the
You're not gonna
what's
miss
she
much, dude.
graduating from?
5th grade. It's not a big one. Not a big one.
Russ,
My youngest.
Just skip that, dude.
I knew it could not have been high school.
No, it's not a big one, but she'd be devastated if I don't show up. And
All right, you're a good father.
It's fine. I don't even
I will
know. I don't
say-
even know what how I would, unless I was going with my kids, how I would even get close, to anything. So
Well, even if you do, right?
The parade itself is it's
I'm
overrated.
just saying, it's
Yeah,
like,
it is.
oh, there's Jalen
Yeah.
Brunson. Like,
Right,
it's more about
exactly.
hanging out with your friends and just continuing to celebrate.
Honestly, we get pretty close for the parades, right? And I can't even tell who's on those floats.
Yeah,
half the
it's
time.
really
overrated.
tough.
You know, it's
We're
right there.
mostly not even, especially, I mean, think about it.
Now,
It's a football team, right? It has 53. Maybe they invite the whole 90-man roster. Who knows? And
Yeah, there's only one bus
you
rolling
can
down.
barely
Yeah.
catch a player.
That's true.
There's a basketball team of 12, 15
that's
guys.
easier.
Like, no, I think it's actually harder because it means there's even more extraneous people.
Well, but they're all likely to be on 1 or 2 buses as compared
Yeah.
to like 5 or 6. You don't know who's on. But I will say, as much as it was like, oh my gosh, like here goes it. We did have Nolan Smith get off the bus
Oh, that was
and
pretty
proceed
cool.
to do like
He was bagged up.
right in front of us.
Yeah.
So if the guys get off the bus and interact with the crowd, that can be pretty good. But it
yeah,
takes, like,
there's gonna be too many people. The move is, and I know some people going to some, but there's a bunch of office buildings in the area, and there's a couple parties like in the building up there. Like that's
Yeah.
the move. So you're there, you see
Well-
down on the street. You're not like you're hanging out.
only if they have like the promenade, because it sucks. I actually was inside. The first Eagles parade was super cold, and it just so happened that I had like logistics to manage, and I ended up inside. I was at the Bellevue, like up a couple floors, and I could see everything, but I was not outside. And like you
No
definitely-
bueno.
you don't want to be inside. You got to be outside.
Got to feel
Yeah.
it.
That's key.
Yeah,
Gotta
no,
feel
for
it.
sure. You know what's interesting? You'll
As
appreciate
champions, that's the advice that we're giving to you.
Yeah, thank you.
You'll
Multiple
appreciate
Two
this.
times.
Two
Multiple,
times.
yeah.
This is pretty hilarious, actually. My wife and oldest daughter are actually going to New York tomorrow. They're on an 8:00 Amtrak that I scheduled 3 weeks ago because they're going up to meet my aunt and uncle who live in the city to go to the Met for the day. And it just happens to be that it's
Can that
parade
still
day.
happen?
And so kind of hilarious. Now they're heading north. They're going to be staying on the Upper West Side. I think
yeah, you
they'll
should
be
get out.
okay.
Maybe
But,
they could sell the seats for like $6,000. I mean, I don't know. You gotta.
Oh, could I arbitrage these Amtrak
Yeah, I don't know.
tickets?
Maybe. Nick's
There's your World
crazy
Cup tickets.
prices.
Yeah.
By the
Drop
way,
'em up,
wait,
drop 'em
that's
off.
so classic. That's so classic New York. Like they can have a parade and there's still like a huge part of the city. You can just go like in Philly when the parade's going on, like
Everything's shut down.
I mean, you could go.
Yeah,
hang out
no,
with-
you can get it out. I think you can get out. Yeah, it should
What's
be
the
fine. all
tunnel
way up
traffic
there.
going to be like tomorrow? Who the hell knows?
Speaking of the resale on some Amtrak tickets, what about those ticket prices up? Did you get a chance to go to any of those games?
I did. So I ended up at game 3. I basically was I had to go to one. I don't have season tickets, so I was gonna have to pay, and I was debating between 3 and 4. Obviously, 4 at the time I made the decision could have been a closeout game. That was obviously forget that they were more expensive. There was something about it. I wanted to be in the building at like the first finals game in a long. I don't know, that first game always kind of feels electric, and like I wanted to be there for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when they lost.
The whole Trump thing and the security took a little bit out of the whole building
Yep.
and the experience, so it wasn't. It got there, and then obviously the game wasn't great, so I picked the wrong. And then the next game, I had already spent the money for one, and I felt, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna stay home with my family and watch the greatest game in Knicks history. So I'm happy I was with my family at home, but I kind of missed out on being in that building. So
Now you didn't fall asleep though during Game 3.
I did not. No.
Okay.
There was no shot. I first of all, like again, we've seen that. I was at. I did go to Game 1 against Cleveland, so I was there on the 22-point with 7.5 minutes to go. I was, a whistle or two away from being like, all right, this is over. Like I live in the burbs. I got a little hike home. I was like close. I turned to my buddy. I'm like, I think this is over. Like one more whistle. He's like, we're coming back, and then it started. So I had seen it. So there was no falling asleep on that one. The finals.
It was crazy to see because there were so many celebs. It was interesting to see like who ended up courtside because obviously Spike is going to get his, Larry David,
right.
Ben Stiller, Chalamet, but then there's a whole bunch of other like celebrities like the Hank Azarias of the world and like where the people that have been around like and they all ended up in the top suites up top.
Yeah,
and he said I heard him talking about he walked in there and he felt like he was like, wait a minute, they're putting me up here, but then he walks up there and it's like Aaron Judge. And all these other celebrities, like, okay, maybe this isn't so bad after all.
Right. They had to. I mean, look, they had again, there was a lot of backlash on some of the celebrities. I mean, look, Taylor Swift, a week or two before, was sitting courtside in Cleveland with Kelsey, rooting for Cleveland, and now you're at courtside of the Knicks in your Knicks gear. I don't know. That didn't feel.
This Chalamet guy. This Chalamet guy seems kind of like Johnny Come Lately too, though. Like,
he's grew up in Manhattan.
He's legit.
I guess the star power is big.
I'd rather Taylor Swift courtside than Hank Azaria. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was better. It's better for the league. They're taking a playbook, page out of the NFL. She's good for ratings. No, Chalamet's been there. Look, he's younger in general, but he's like
his star power is big now.
Last couple years he's been there. He's going him and Ben Stiller going on the road together.
Fuck that dude, man. That ping pong movie sucks.
Right. Well, look, Russ, listen, man, as much as I'm pained by what's going on with the Sixers and I'd love to be having a parade and I'm a little bit salty about it. Happy for you, buddy. I'm happy for the rest
thank
of you.
Thank you. I appreciate you all.
He's looking like OG on today's show. He's got to get a rest for tomorrow.
I have a question. Would you say like the Eagles, if you had to pick a team, because you have one team in each sport, are the Eagles like the Knicks are the team in New York, but partly basketball, partly one team, but it's New York. But the Eagles are the team. You say
the Eagles are here when the Knicks are there.
That's what I would say. So you've had it's like the Eagles winning. The Super. That's what it's like.
Oh yeah, like I said, don't get it twisted. Like we know what championships are about. We are champions, so we can relate. So that's why I'm feeling happy for you. I'm not as much of a hater as I otherwise would be.
And you had specific players like the Brunson. You had dogs, Brunson, Hart.
We didn't even talk about the Nova thing. Leon Rose,
Nick Foles.
Hey, without Philly, the Knicks don't win that championship.
Right. Leon Rose is He's a South Jersey Philly guy.
Yeah, Camden. Leon Rose, Camden.
He did. It's all him. I mean, he doesn't get enough credit. I mean, he gets credit.
Russ,
but
Leon and Wes and Lewis Cats. You know what I mean? These guys.
Yeah.
Like that's a crew, man.
That's the thing.
So. It's the Nova Knicks.
And I will say the 59 years resonates, the whole generational thing. That's what we experienced when the Eagles won. You had people who just thought they were never going to see it in their lifetime. Or had never seen it in their lifetime. And,
don't get used to it. You probably won't see them anymore.
Well, that's it. There's a very big correlation or connection. That's the same thing. It's like you never thought you were going to see it. You're witnessing it with your kid and your dad, like across generations. It just feels like we may not see it again. It feels like maybe a once in a lifetime. And, like my buddy, and I'll leave you with this and I'll jump. But like my buddy was very emotional about this, was a Ranger fan, but we were young. And he remembers seeing it when the Rangers won right before. He had a sign that said, I can now die in peace. and it's like stuck with him for a while. And he wrote this to me like before Game 5, and he's like, I finally understand it. Like if the Knicks win, I could finally die in peace. And it's like that really like hit home. And so yeah, I get it. And so
that was definitely the Eagles.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
For sure.
I feel like, truthfully, I'm happy that you came on here, and I love you. You know that.
No,
I
I
feel
love
like it
you
was a
too,
little
but I
too
appreciate
cordial.
the invite.
Yeah, it was probably a little too cordial. We might take some heat, but it's fine.
Fuck the Knicks.
Yeah.
It's all respect. I went to school in Philly. I had nothing but respect for Philly, all love. So
See, he's born up
thanks.
there. Like this is what I tell my kids. He was born there. He grew up there. That's who we root for. It's
Right.
not like he's some dickhead in fucking South Philly, excuse my language, that has never left the 4 square blocks
Rooting for
around
the
his house and the
Cowboys.
AC Expressway,
Yeah.
rooting for the Cowboys. Those are the people we hate.
Well, yeah, we definitely.
Totally.
All right, Russ.
All right,
let's
Enjoy yourself
let's get
tomorrow.
Thank you. This was great,
Thank you,
man.
Russ.
All right.
golf. All right, let's
Good
get some
seeing you
golf
guys.
in, buddy.
On a
All right.
Friday.
Join the U.S. Open pool.
On a work Friday.
Yeah, Rocky's got a U.S. Open pool. Anyway,
Send me a link.
have a great night. We love you, buddy.
How we looking on that?
All right.
Rock, you shouldn't work Friday. You're not working Friday, are you?
All right, that's the great
I never
Rusty.
work Fridays.
Any Fridays.
the
that's
great Rusty.
May 19th, June 19th, July 19th. He ain't working any
Yeah.
Friday.
This is the classic
Fridays are
example of an episode. Now, I will say that the premise of this episode was concocted at the 11th hour. So it was almost like a ruse that we were going to talk about the Phillies here. It's funny because I knew we had to talk about the Knicks, and I literally sent Russ a text like an hour before this. Yeah, what are you doing tonight, man?
I ain't gonna lie. The Knicks won. I won some money on that series. I actually bet the Knicks would win 4-1.
Oh,
And-
exact series.
Yep.
Oh,
and
wow.
I won.
Wow, that was some good odds, I bet.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
must be good odds to get the. Well,
It was-
did you do it before the
I
series?
did it before the series.
Okay, so that's got to be pretty good.
What were
odds
the
to get.
odds?
It's like plus 850.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What'd you put on it? Let's be real.
I could only put my $10 max
Oh,
bet.
okay.
Yeah. So you know,
85.
Still,
Yeah,
That's cool.
Some,
Hey,
some
we'll take it.
coins. Yeah,
it's kind of like when I
free
came in
money.
second.
No, but I had the like the boost.
Super boost?
Yeah. So it was like
1350.
so. What do you do? I can't do the math, but 25% on top of the
So like
600
$100 or something you want?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, I had
like-
that.
It's like when I came in second in your PGA Championship pool, and so I was like, I don't know anything about what's going on in the U.S. Open, but I threw that in anyway.
Wait, you came in second?
Yeah, I think so. In the PGA,
I thought you
Championship.
won.
Nah, because I got like $60.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you guys get in the U.S. Open pool?
I will be doing it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Did
threw
I
that in
pay
there.
you for the last
Yeah.
one yet?
I don't know. Probably.
Check
Yeah,
the
yeah.
accounting. Okay, so real quick, we do have to address the Phils because we're getting close to the All-Star break here, a couple of weeks, and Painter today goes out and loses again, and we find out right after the game he's getting sent back to the minors. Garcia injury, as we said, Trea Turner. With all that said, they've done a hell of a job putting themselves back into the equation. It's kind of hard to be that upset, and they've kind of started to hit a little bit.
Mhm.
Pitching has been pretty good. So it's funny because I think if you're watching this, you probably were guessing that, we're going kind of negative with what's going on with Painter and the injuries and all that. But my question to you guys is really like losing Painter. And I guess if you lose a fifth starter who was 1-8, you can't be like, but the question is, what does that mean in the long term? The pitching's been good enough. Is it going to be a problem for the rest of the year? Or do we feel pretty good? Bats are coming around. Schwarber's hitting a ton of home runs. What do you guys think? I mean, honestly, we were 10 games under 500. Never thought we'd be where we are today. What are we right now? 4 games, 5 games under 500?
No more.
Six.
6.
Okay, so that's unbelievable. If I told you that.
And if the season ended today, we'd be in the playoffs.
Right. So, and by the way, I think that's enough, right? Like history has told us.
Yeah,
that,
and I don't think we're catching the Braves anyway.
Right. So who cares?
Yeah, yeah.
right? So does it really
And
matter?
it doesn't matter. Like honestly,
It doesn't
catching
really
the Braves-
matter.
Yeah.
I think the bigger picture issue is that a lot of eggs were put into the Painter, Crawford, Aiden Miller basket in terms of like, oh no, we kept these prospects. We didn't trade these guys. Our farm system is producing good players. And now we're looking at Painter and Crawford and going, right? And so I don't think there's a lot of guys coming up. Miller's having these back issues. That's probably the bigger issue. Not so much what it means for this year, but what does it mean for the future in terms of capital we have to work with, or guys that are going to come up and be, players that we got from the farm system. So I guess level of concern or confidence at this point, it's hard to have really it's hard to be one or the other. But what do you guys think?
Do you think that Crawford is really not lived up to expectations?
Well, look, I think you were hoping that Crawford was going to be able to hit a little more,
He
right?
started the season pretty strong.
He did, but I think he's plateaued a little bit. He's fine defensively. It's great. We've got a lot of guys like when we had Garcia, he was great defensively. It's good to have good defense as compared to our $300 million shortstop who, boots balls in the field and can't hit. And listen, I don't have any ill will against Trea Turner, right? But it's like we gave the guy a standing ovation. I didn't personally. I wasn't involved with any of that. But, and then we won the batting title last year, didn't he? Right? So
I don't know what the number 5 starter has to do with Harper, Schwarber, and Turner hitting 190 in the playoffs. I don't
Doesn't
think
the number 5 starter not even equate in the playoffs?
that's
not
my
even
point.
really a factor.
Yeah.
That's my point. Is that I think it's much ado. I don't want to say much ado over nothing because Painter was, supposed
Baseball's
to
a funny sport to me. It's like, it's kind of like, I don't think there's anything like it, but like if you're playing the best come the playoffs, you got a shot. And if they just get in there,
That's right.
if their top 4 starters are pitching somewhat well and they're hot with the bats at that time,
we're leading the league.
they got the fucking
We have
chance.
the most shutouts.
The last time I did Rocky on baseball, the Phillies were bottom of the fucking league, bro. Bottom of the fucking league. They were like second to last place, I believe.
Here we are.
And this might be 2 months later, and they're in 5th place in the National League.
Well,
so like,
okay, here's the thing. What we have seen, at least from a Phillies perspective, is that good pitching, overcomes good hitting.
yeah,
And I don't want to call it good hitting because we didn't hit. But the point is, when we face teams that had great pitching, that was like kryptonite for us. So we've got to hope that but it's something. And listen,
it's all got to sync up.
right. But I don't want to minimize anything that Sanchez has done, and I don't want to minimize what Luzardo's been doing. And obviously, Wheeler coming back from injury, he's amazing.
He's been pitching
But
great.
for some reason, all those guys, I feel like, still have a certain amount of vulnerability at a certain point. And I'm just like, we know going in the playoffs and
we have to hit.
not hitting, right?
Do you think that? So the last time I did the Rocky on baseball,
Keep referring to this. Was it
but
particularly good?
We had a manager who was on the hot seat, and I said that he will be fired by the end of that weekend. He was fired on Monday.
Right.
And
after the weekend.
yeah, but I'm just saying.
So it's
So-
a great prediction.
to prove
So
it
no,
true.
he was fired that Monday, and ever since then, the team's turned it around. So has this manager injected something into some of these players that may carry on throughout the playoffs that they can ride out a little bit, maybe change the script of the non-hitting during the playoffs and get them over that hump?
Well, look,
Like
he obviously has injected something into them because they
They were
turned the
dead.
season around.
They were dead in the water.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing. These guys,
He injected some human growth hormone.
hopefully they have a
That'd be the
non-detectable, whatever it is.
Oh,
But-
speaking. All right. Okay.
But no, look, Schwarber is doing what Schwarber did, right? And he's going to be boom or bust. He's going to strike out as much as anybody, if not more, but he's going to hit a ton of home runs. Bryce has hit the ball hard all season long.
Bryce been hitting the ball good.
So
Marsh hitting 325.
Marsh, unbelievable. So there are reasons to think that, they may be different, but we've just seen it so many times. I feel like no matter what, we always come back to the same thing, which is like,
We got to
gonna
hit.
have to wait to see the playoffs.
But I also think there's two things that are interesting, and they kind of go against each other. I think they'll end up going after pitching at the deadline because our bullpen is a little shaky.
that's true.
And if they can get a starter, I think they'll get a starter because, to your point, I think Wheeler and Sanchez are known commodities.
Well, I can't believe this guy's name hasn't come up. We haven't talked about Nola at all.
Right. No,
'Cause
I'm saying Nola is
relying on Nola.
not reliable
Right.
for the playoffs.
That's probably why you do need
And,
it.
Luzardo is somewhere between the two. But what's so interesting, because I was looking at the standings earlier, the Braves are a plus 100 and something run differential. The Phillies are a minus 18.
Damn, that's
It's
crazy.
unbelievable that
Well,
we
they
are
went,
only
like-
actually 7 games behind the Braves.
Didn't they
How much
go-
of that was from early in the season?
But it all sort of shakes out in the wash.
You know, it's
He
funny.
got shut out 2 out of the last 3 games.
Even when they turned the season around, they won a bunch of games by 1 run, and they
Right.
were scoring
Yeah,
less
they've
than
been
4
scoring-
runs.
yeah.
I mean, that's obviously
which is
pitching-
scary.
It's kind of like when we were watching the Eagles a couple years ago. You know what I mean? They're winning all those games, and you're like, oh, I don't know about this.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, look, with what's going on with Painter, Garcia, Trey, you're kind of like, all right, it's nice that they've righted the ship here, but man, is the writing a little bit on the wall? And we'll just have to wait and see. But hopefully, the good news is they're starting, it seems like, to win the series against the lesser opponents. Beginning of the season, they weren't doing that at all.
There's a lot of tough teams, though. Like the top of the league is very good this year, and then there's everybody else. Like, you know, if you think about
Like
it,
Chicago White Sox.
but I just mean, like, would you want to face the Brewers in the playoffs? Obviously not. Would you want to face the Dodgers? Obviously not. Would you want to face the Braves?
Did you guys
Obviously
watch
not.
the
You know, and that's like
Mizorowski game?
that's like
Am I
half
saying
the
that right?
teams. Mizorowski.
Yeah, did you watch that game?
I did not, but I had an interesting question about that. You would think that Sanchez would get the nod to start the All-Star game in Philadelphia. But how do you not start Mizorowski?
I don't know.
It's really tough, right?
Does he have a better record, better ER? This goes back to last year. I'm still salty about they left Sanchez off last year to bring this kid in after 5 starts. So I think they should do Sanchez proper this year and give him the nod.
I mean, you would think after the 40 whatever scoreless innings,
40,
maybe, but
50.
what this Mizorowski dude did against the Phillies alone was just
the kid was
historic.
throwing through
He threw
95 pitches
103 in the ninth
and then
inning.
the last strike of the game, the strikeout.
Is this guy's
Crawford,
arm
I think it
not
was
just going to
103.7.
fly off?
103.
You telling me his arm's not going to fly off?
That's nuts.
Is he on that HGH?
Probably.
I don't know. He must have gone over and seen Don Mattingly before the game.
Probably.
So, did you guys see that they had those like HGH games where like there was no doping testing?
I heard about this. What was it for? What sport?
There was like it was like Olympic type sports,
What
like
UFC
track and
shit is
field.
Really?
Like
Yes.
it was like track and field shit. They were like no doping testing. Like
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want. And people
What
were like,
happened?
people were just like smashing records and just like running fast. And
Were they?
yeah, so like,
Yo,
I mean,
it's messed
people
up.
love baseball.
How did I hear about this?
You didn't see this? Like
No.
it was like the doping games or something.
We need a whole segment on
Yeah.
this.
Was it on the White House lawn?
Yeah, it was right after the UFC fight. No, this maybe like a few weeks ago, maybe like a month ago. But anyway, they had these games, like your athletic events, running,
Like
probably
track and
shot
field.
put, track and field events, but no testing. And these athletes were just going fucking nuts. Right?
Wow.
Yeah. So like, you guys love baseball. I understand. But
This already
imagine
happened.
baseball
We did.
This is
1998. Mark
But-
McGuire, Sammy Sosa.
with just no, but
Very
they still
nice.
got tested, right?
No,
They got-
they
That's-
weren't.
They weren't tested at
that was
all.
on the cutting edge.
They weren't
of, like,
tested.
Imagine this.
Well, let's
Guys
take
are
it back
hitting
to let's
70
take it back
They
to
did
those
the
days.
anabolic steroids. That's what they were looking
Yeah,
for.
but it wasn't like-
it wasn't HGH. It wasn't like
It wasn't like
recovery based.
it wasn't like let's make this exciting and whatever you guys want to do.
Well, baseball was
Put it in
coming
your
out of
body.
a strike. Baseball was coming out of a strike, and Cal Ripken's streak and those two like kind of saved baseball in a way.
Yep.
Right now, baseball is I know it's all American pastime and all that bullshit. But like, could you imagine baseball if they were just like, you know what, we're not testing you guys. Imagine all the pro sports if they were like, you know what, we're just not testing you guys. You guys put whatever the fuck you want in your body and go play ball, go play sports.
Sacrilegious. What you're
Yeah.
How great
It
would
is,
these
but- We
have
sports be?
statistics and records that are sacred.
Especially
Fucking
baseball.
records.
I just want to go on record and say that if Fink and I ever do the javelin throwing competition,
Ooh, we
he
definitely
needs to
need
be
testing.
piss
He needs
tested.
Fail.
All you're gonna find in Fink's blood is like
Olive
lunch
oil
meats.
and olive oil.
This
Shout
guy
out,
has
Fink.
50% ham.
We love you, Fink. We miss you. Hope to see you soon.
Miss you dearly.
But no, that was like
I got Colombia and Uzbekistan.
But that was a great idea, right? The fucking
Wait, isn't
doping games.
Uzbekistan the where what's
Did I
his
say
face?
that?
Borat.
Borat.
It is Colombia.
We need to have some
Kazakhstan. That's
we need to have some
Kazakhstan.
alternative leagues where doping is allowed, and let's see how
You
this
heard it
goes.
here. Rocky very big on the pro doping sports leagues.
I mean,
It's
if
the
I
same
can, if
thing
I can
with-
get my hands on some HGH right now,
All right,
it'd
real
be
quick.
in my veins.
Cycling, it's a different sport.
I'm sure
and
you
not
can.
as nearly as popular. But when those
Yeah.
guys were all doping,
Yeah.
cycling was the most popular shit ever.
I'm saying,
And it made for like
Lance
very
Armstrong.
compelling
makes things
races.
exciting.
It was
man.
crazy.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. It's the summertime. There's
Greg
a lot of
LeMond.
activities. So I want to give everybody an opportunity to talk about some activities that are coming up, right? Because everybody's got a lot of activities. Mark, I know you got a nice activity going on this weekend, right?
I
Talk
do.
about that for a little bit. Tell people about your activity.
We have the Trea Turner Youth Football Camp, free event at West Philadelphia High School. The football field, giving back to the community. My man Trea is going to entertain 300 of the city's youth.
Whoa, that's a lot of kids.
We'll have some current and former NFL players in attendance, high school, college coaches.
Rocky's going to be there.
We're going to have
I'll be there.
Finks Hoagies in attendance for the campers and maybe some lucky adults.
If your kid needs to learn how to lock down a number one receiver, I might be out there giving some tips.
There you go.
Lock down a number 3.
Or you could talk to a current NFL player, but I'll let you choose who. But
Look
no,
for the
that's
guy
a
with
big
2
event on
knee braces
Saturday.
on.
And other great events. Next Saturday, so this is the 20th. Now
Right.
the 27th, we have a very nice event.
That's right.
Jesse, you want to talk about that one?
I do. We have the MTWB Pickleball Tournament in Seattle. It's the 4th annual. The headline this year is that Bo Allen and Jake Elliott are returning. 2 years ago, they blitzed the advanced division at the pickleball tournament. Let me tell you guys, the advanced division is serious. Like there are people there who play pickleball all the time. They're so good. And to watch Jake and Bo beat them was unbelievable. So they're coming back. That's going to be really exciting. It's a great event in Sea Isle. Still a couple slots still available if you want to get involved. Check out mtwb.org/events. We also have an after party at the Orr House right down the street, which is going to be great.
Did you say the whorehouse?
No, Roger.
Oh,
Do you think we would have an after party?
I would hope
charity
not.
At a
I would hope not.
Do you think?
I would hope not.
No, we're
What
not.
about the benefit concert?
Never know that
When's
we
Well,
guys.
the benefit concert is
Later.
a little further out, but in July 24th, 25th at the beautiful Dell Music Center.
Return to the bell.
We've got Pavement on Friday the 24th. We've got Kurt Vile and the Violators on the 25th. We're going to have a wonderful pre-event tailgate in the park. Probably some Eagles guys out there. We're going to have some of the bands there. Spike Eston's going to be there doing some interviews, hanging out. That's going to be a great event.
You got Jay-Z coming too, right?
Jay-Z?
Yeah, he's coming.
No, that was the Roots picnic.
I mean, you got to sell this.
I hear you. I can't lie about it.
You can just say you canceled.
So far, you said that my one event was going to have an after party at the whorehouse, and then I need to lie.
You can just say
about it.
Jay-Z canceled at the last minute.
I feel like at a certain point, maybe we're good on
man.
the Rocky input in terms of events. Anyway, these are the exciting
You are
events on the
fired as
calendar.
PR director.
And that's what we got. We got the U.S.
Well,
Open
we do have the
starting
doping
tomorrow.
games are coming. The bike race returns to Philly
Right.
at the end of August.
Rocky
Yeah.
will be there
You
handing
can
out
be
his shit.
I'm like, damn, that dude's moving fast.
Okay, real quick though, we do have the U.S. Open starting tomorrow, and I just want
Yeah.
to see Rocky. I already put my picks in,
Mm.
and I know you picked a bunch of different guys, but if you had to pick one guy to win the U.S. Open, who's your pick?
Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, I mean it's like the most.
I mean, if you want like
He's
a
kinda due.
dark horse, I mean, he's due. This is his last major that he needs to win to get the career.
How's he a
What do you
dark
call
horse?
that?
Grand Slam.
Grand
well,
Slam.
he's not a dark
He's not
horse,
a
but he
dark-
hasn't played.
He hasn't played well this
season
year.
as
He hasn't won
been.
any events this
Is Tiger
year.
playing this?
No, Tiger can barely walk, dude.
I think
He just got out of
arrested
rehab.
again.
He's got out of
Yeah.
rehab.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then if he's out of rehab, he could play in the.
You know how golf is though? It's like when you're going good, you're like almost unbeatable, and then you kind of lose it, and it's very hard to get it back. So, but Scotty's
Yeah.
better than most.
Yeah, he's been playing bad, but bad for him is like
Still
great
pretty
for,
good.
Yeah, he still gets like third in every tournament. Yeah.
I mean, if I had to pick like a random golfer that could win, it's probably somebody like I guess
Cam Young.
Yeah, it's got to be Cam. Or no, what's the kid's name from like what's the New York beach called up there? Long Island, where the beach is?
The Hamptons.
No,
Montauk.
like closer to the city. Whatever.
Long Beach.
What's his fucking name?
Fire Island.
Staten Island.
He almost made the Ryder Cup. Oh man,
Fire.
why am I drawing a blank on this kid's name?
I mean, it's got to be
Is anyone
Long
from-
Island.
It's where
What else?
Yeah,
is it?
yeah. Where they surf at up there?
Long
right?
Beach.
Yeah.
It's right at the beginning of Long Island.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Right there.
That's gonna help
whatever. Just
Okay.
go with Scotty. Bet on Scotty.
All right.
That's your best bet.
What
What course is this taking place at?
Shinnecock
Oh.
up in the
It's the old
Hamptons.
Shinnecock.
Yeah, up in the Hamptons.
Wow, New York's on fire this weekend.
I know,
you.
right?
So much New
Oh,
York.
what's this guy's name?
I apologize to the great people of Philadelphia for how much New York content we had in the show. We're going to try to scale that back, but
Go New York.
You
go
know what
New
is
York,
good about
go.
this though? There will be way less Mets fans at Citizens Bank Park this weekend because of the U.S. Open and the parade.
well, and the fact that they suck, right? That
Yeah,
helps.
but you
That
figure-
normally doesn't stop them.
Yeah, they usually come around anyway.
All right. Well, folks, that was fun. I don't know when we'll see you again. Thank you
Thanks,
for
Keith.
anybody that checked us out.
Of course, Keith is going to be there on Monday.
Yeah, Keith is going to the which match is Monday?
Brazil, Haiti.
Oh, he'll be in.
No,
yeah,
Brazil,
That's
Haiti
tomorrow
is
night. That's
Friday.
tomorrow night, or Friday.
And no, I just stole his tickets for Monday. He's not going anymore.
You just did that?
Yeah, I just stole them.
I
What do you
need
mean you
two.
stole
Keith.
them? Like, did he sell them to you?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I see. It's all a joke. Anyway, folks, enjoy whether it's the World Cup, whatever else, the Phillies, whatever's going on, the events, the multiple events that are going on. Have a great beginning of the summer, and we'll catch you next week or the week after. The week after, I don't really know, but
When's our short episode?
that's a really good
sure
question.
episode.
A lot of activities. We got to figure it out. July 4th is coming up. It's getting hectic.
Woo!
Pickleball, all
Summer
this stuff.
starts.
We'll get back to you, but it's going to happen. Good Heart Roof Deck. How's it looking?
It's looking great.
It's immaculate.
Immaculate.
All right,
Is it?
we'll be there.
I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll be playing dice down there. We'll be playing dice again.
Yeah, I'm gonna Gabe. Rob's the
Hey,
best.
you come to the shore episode and you can stay after to play dice in Mark's garage. And by dice, you mean CeeLo. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll them dice.
Love you all.
Gentlemen, love you guys. Peace out. Everybody have a good night.